A strong man walked into the bar, his imposing figure drawing the eyes of everyone inside. He exuded confidence and authority as though he belonged to a world far removed from this simple establishment. As the strong man walked further into the bar, the clinking of glasses ceased and an electric tension filled the air. The bartender, taken aback, stood frozen while the patrons leaned in, eager to discover what this enigmatic figure would do next. With each step, the strong man's focus sharpened. As he reached the bar, a sense of resolve etched on his face. The scar on his cheek told stories of battles fought and won, making everyone wonder what had brought him to this place. He leaned casually against the bar, a silent command emanating from his demeanor that captured the attention of the bartender. Whispers filled the air, the patrons both terrified and fascinated by the aura that surrounded this mysterious figure. The bartender stepped closer, cautious yet intrigued, ready to take the order that could change the atmosphere of the entire bar. All around, eyes fixated on the strong man, each patron holding their breath, waiting to see what would unfold next. In a deep, gravelly voice, he ordered a shot of whiskey, each word resonating with authority. The rich amber liquid swirled in the bottle, reflecting the intrigue that hung heavily in the air. With a steady hand, the bartender filled the glass, the sound of liquid hitting crystal breaking the silence. The strong man accepted the drink, his grip firm and deliberate, as if he were sealing an unspoken pact with the bar and its patrons. He lifted the shot glass to his lips, surveying the room with a piercing gaze that dared anyone to disrupt his solitude. The atmosphere within the bar shifted, the mix of intrigue and fear palpable as everyone awaited his next move. In one swift motion, he downed the shot, determination etched into every line of his face as he embraced the warmth that followed. The empty glass sat silently on the bar, a testament to the intensity of his presence and the stories still waiting to unfold. He placed the glass back on the bar with a decisive thud, eyes glinting with defiance as he scanned the room once again. The bartender stood at the ready, caught between admiration and concern, anticipating the next chapter in this unfolding tale. A shadow crept over his shoulder, bringing with it an unmistakable tension as a figure approached, fists tight and eyes blazing. The strong man's demeanor shifted. The air thickened with anticipation as he sensed the brewing conflict behind him. A punch flew through the air, aimed squarely at the strong man, but he ducked just in time, evading the blow with practiced ease. The bar descended into chaos, patrons gasping and scrambling as the environment transformed from calm to frantic in an instant. Straightening up, the strong man's glare pierced through the commotion, his body poised and ready for whatever came next. The attacker remained defiantly in position, fists raised, igniting an electric tension that captivated every onlooker in the bar. With a powerful stride, the strong man advanced, his presence commanding the attention of every patron, confidence radiating from him like a force field. On either side, fists tightened in preparation, their steadfast resolve emphasizing the high stakes of the impending confrontation. Without hesitation, the strong man retaliated, delivering a punch aimed squarely at the assailant's jaw muscles, coiled in perfect execution. The figure braced for impact, expression a mix of defiance and fear, embodying the raw emotion of the escalating conflict. The punch landed with force, staggering the figure backward, shock etched across their face as they struggled to regain composure. The crowd erupted into a cacophony of cheers and gasps, creating a whirlwind of emotions that filled the air with palpable tension. With fists still raised, the strong man surveyed the crowd, a fierce gaze daring anyone else to step forward. Meanwhile, the figure on the ground shook off the dazed determination, flickering anew as they prepared to stand and rejoin the battle. Tension hung thick in the air as the crowd leaned in, captivated by the unfolding drama that had gripped their attention. Rising slowly, the figure's expression transformed into one of fierce determination, plotting their next move with newfound purpose. The strong man shifted into a defensive stance, eyes locked on the figure with intense focus, ready for whatever would come next. In response, the figure adjusted their posture, a strategic glint in their eyes indicating they were preparing for another attempt at victory. Circling each other with caution, both adversaries exuded palpable tension, each calculating their next move with precision. An overhead view revealed their contrasting fighting styles, a dramatic dance of strategy as they readied themselves for another engagement. In a sudden rush of energy, the strong man lunged forward, muscles tensed and focused, seeking a decisive blow to end the standoff. With graceful agility, the figure sidestepped the attack, determination blazing in their eyes as they countered with a powerful strike. Surprise flickered across the strong man's face as he stumbled back from the unexpected counter, struggling to regain his balance. Meanwhile, the figure stood tall and poised, a fierce smile spreading across their face, confidence surging as they readied themselves for the next move. Regaining his footing, the strong man's eyes narrowed with determination, ready to launch a counterattack and reclaim control of the fight. The crowd remained riveted, their expressions a mix of awe and excitement, completely absorbed in the dramatic spectacle unfolding before them. With a powerful charge, the strong man unleashed a flurry of punches, each one aimed with fierce intent at his adversary. Skillfully ducking and weaving, the figure evaded the onslaught, their mind racing to formulate a plan to turn the tide of battle in their favor. With sweat glistening on his brow, the strong man struck with renewed vigor, each punch reverberating through the arena as tension mounted. Meanwhile, the figure spotted an opening, their focus sharpening and fierce resolve shining in their eyes, preparing to counterattack and seize the momentum. In a crowded bar where tensions ran high, a strong man stood out, having just won an intense fight, leaving the spectators in awe and admiration. As the adrenaline faded, the strong man leaned back, sharing stories of his victory with intrigued listeners, the atmosphere electric with excitement and camaraderie. With every gesture and laugh, the strong man drew in the crowd, leaving some captivated by his strength, while others were charmed by his undeniable charisma. In that moment, the strong man lifted his glass in a spirited toast, and the bar erupted in joyful cheers, forming an unbreakable bond forged through the thrill of competition. Engaged in lively conversation, the strong man found himself among new friends, laughter filling the air, while the bartender happily catered to the growing crowd's thirst. With a mix of playful bravado and genuine charm, the strong man entertained his audience, turning the bar into a lively stage of connection and enjoyment. As he recounted tales of his life, laughter erupted around him, and the strong man's vibrant personality transformed the atmosphere into one of warmth and shared camaraderie. With a flair for the dramatic, the strong man finished his story to thunderous applause, leaving the crowd buzzing with admiration and newfound respect. As the cheers subsided, the strong man took a bow, enjoying the moment while his audience clamored for more, the lively atmosphere unifying everyone in a shared experience. With a nod to the bartender for another round, the strong man kept the energy alive, ensuring that the night was one to remember for everyone in the bar. With a beaming smile, the strong man raised his glass high, ready to rally the crowd for yet another toast that celebrated the spirit of friendship and shared victory. In that moment of unity, the bar echoed with the sound of clinking glasses as everyone joined the strong man in celebrating friendship and newfound connections. As he exchanged smiles with his new companions, the strong man felt a deep sense of belonging, a reminder that nights like these were what life was truly about. With a playful leap onto a bar stool, the strong man took on the role of entertainer, drawing laughter and cheers as he engaged the crowd in light-hearted banter. As he spun tales of heroism and adventure, the strong man's theatrical flair captivated his audience, turning the bar into a vibrant stage of joy and entertainment.